In this short clip, I will take you through how to support your child with reading. The advice in this video relates to shorter texts with books that are referred to as banded. These books have a band or coloured sticker that will usually be on the spine of the book, or there may be a colour on the back. If your child is working on these books, then they are developing early reading skills. Reading is a difficult task, but there are some tips that I can share with you about ways in which you can make it easier. Let's look at some of the ways that you can support your child with reading. It's helpful if you are sitting close to your child and you are sharing the book. Start by having a little talk about the front cover. Look at the title. This book's title is Baby Bear Goes Fishing. Look at the illustration. Who's in the picture? What is he doing? Where is he? Ask your child to tell you what they think will happen in this story. Now turn to the next page. Here is the title again. Baby Bear Goes Fishing. Now, before you're going to ask your child to read the book aloud, you're going to have a little talk through it first. We are on pages 2 and 3. And already you can see on this first page of text the number of words that your child is expected to read. Try not to be overwhelmed by this, because your child's teacher will have taught the common words that are in this book. So examples of these common words would be to, I'm, going, will. And these are words that your child will meet time and time again in books, and they will be using them in reading, and also they will be writing them. There will be other words in the book that are less common. For example, this word fishing. You would point this word out in the text, and you would maybe look at the picture clue, which is very, very important to support your child, because it helps them to make sense of the story and helps their understanding. But it can also give them clues to help them to work out unknown or tricky vocabulary. So you would talk to your child about Father Bear is going fishing, Baby Bear is trying to take the fishing net. And you could have a look at the word fishing, maybe looking at the beginning sound and pointing it out to your child. Now, to also help with this, in class, your child will be learning about the word attack strategies. And these are little stepping stones that they take to try to remind them of how to work out how to read a tricky word. For example, look at the first sound, look at the first letter. And they would work their way through the stepping stones when trying to read tricky words. So this might be a helpful resource for you to have at home. And your child's school should be able to provide you with a copy of this for home use. Now, once you have talked your way through the whole text, pointing out the pictures, talking about what's happening in each of the pictures, looking at some of the common words, looking at some of the tricky words, you're going to ask your child to go back to the beginning and to read the text aloud. Now, when your child is doing this, you're going to listen carefully to them. Notice what they are doing well and choose one thing that they could maybe improve on. Try not to interrupt their reading, but support them with any words that you think they are struggling to read. Once they have read the complete text, tell them what they did well and praise them. And if you've noticed something that could be improved, tactfully tell them. It's then a worthwhile activity to partner read the book with your child, and this allows them to have a second read of it. Decide how much each of you will read. For example, will it be a paragraph each, or will it be a page each? Now, when you are reading, try to be a good model. Read at a good pace, not too quickly and not too slowly. Try to put some expression into your voice. But please don't be worried if you are not the most confident reader yourself. You are giving your child a very important message about the value of reading, and this will stand them in good stead for the future. Once the reading is complete, you might want to ask one or two questions about the book. Ask general questions such as, what happened in this story? Or, what happened first? Then what happened? How did the story end? Or ask your child to point out their favourite part of the story. Finally, the main thing you can do to help your child is to read to them and to tell them stories, encouraging them to read to you and to tell you stories in return. There are many free apps and resources available online to support this. For advice about these, please contact your child's school.